My devilish friends. Some of you are close friends. What to do? I think only a Gemini can dwell, not only, but then yeah, Gemini can dwell that much with the light and the dark. So let's see, what messages does this burning questions that are in your heart, in your mind, today being the 16th, 8th, 24, what does that bring for you from the universe, my Capricorns? Transformation it is for everyone, because we have been going through a transformation. The death card being the first card of the reading for everyone. Let's do that again. Okay, death card being the reading first primary card for everyone, because everybody is going through a transformation. It is the Mercury retrograde, and it is the Lionsgate portal still active until I think till the 26th, because it'll be 268 and 8 of August and 24 again 8. So that'll be the closing of the Lionsgate portal, although the Mercury retrograde also ends on the 27th midnight, 28th, something like that. But I think the effects of it already will start slowing down by the closing of the Lionsgate. Because, okay, everybody's shit or everybody's things are being shown to them. So continuing from the death card. Okay, here it is, your first card. 8 of Cups. So 8 of Cups is a card of one, disappointment. So you may be disappointed in the conditions or with the people who you are with. You may be feeling getting feelings of abandonment, because okay, either you have to abandon people or some people have abandoned you. You have a little feeling of withdrawal, so you may be wanting to cut away from the world a little bit and taking the escapism route. But escapism from what? Disappointments, basically, and walking away, leaving few things behind, right? See, the other meaning for this card is stop crying over spilt milk. Okay, maybe you're looking for things in the wrong direction, and be willing to make that move. Since this person is kind of leaving the disappointments behind, it's the night, so it's a little gloomy time. Maybe when the moon is setting and the sun is about to rise, it's one of those times. So one of the best times to start the journey is also considered in the wee hours of the morning. That's when the sun is rising, the temperatures are nice. You can make a longer journey with that situation, or with that time of the day or time of the night. So in this case, I would say this card says, leave your disappointments behind. You may have disappointed yourself, other people may have disappointed you, you may have abandoned people, and people may have abandoned you. So this withdrawal that you're facing, okay, make use of it, reflect back, because this person is also kind of looking inwards and moving towards the light. See, the moon and the sun. So he's moving in the direction where the light would come from, I hope. Yeah, it's moving away from the setting moon. So hopefully it's walking towards the rising sun. Let's see if that's the case. Let's see if the next card brings you hope. Yes, it's the Magician. The Magician means new beginnings, a new chapter in your life. See how the Magician has the infinite symbol on his head? So infinite means infinite possibilities right now, or infinite possibilities in this coming times. It means call to action, creation, manifestation. So you have the power to manifest what you really, really want. If things have disappointed you in the past and you're not happy with your present situation and condition and the people that you're with, desires are being unfulfilled, leading you frustrated and feeling like maybe you're not moving in the right direction. So be willing to leave those things behind, because, or a little change of direction, more towards light, because the magician is waiting for you. The magician is waiting for you. Call for action, manifestation, power of self-confidence, clarity. Okay? Have clarity in what you want. This I say time and again to people. If you do not have clarity of what you want, the universe will throw everything at you. You will keep getting that 7 of Cups, which means opportunity, 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 attention, attention, this chance, chance, chance. But not all chances are for your own good. So take the right decision, use willpower, use your skill and creativity, align yourself to something that takes you towards a positive direction. Okay, call to action over here. The next card is Knight of Wands. So action, action, action again, call to action again. Call to action in what sense? Like, okay, have the energy to continue on the battle that you're on. Some of us may be battling ourselves, some of us may be battling situations in our life, some of us may be battling people in our lives. So the energy over here is that the energy says be ready for action and be ready for, have the energy to continue on your pursuits, the creative pursuits that you have. Be passionate and be inspired, have the inspired action. So inspired action, I would take the first card in this context. Like if you want to make a new chapter in your life, make from the infinite possibilities. If you really want to make a new chapter in your life, then the idea is whatever disappoints you. If it is you who disappoints yourself, then move from your former self. If it is people who disappoint you, so move from the people, former people who disappoint you, or move away from those patterns. This withdrawal, use it. Prepare yourself to move forward, because the call to action is there. Make your plans well. That's also the call for the magician. Like magician knows his tricks well. He cannot fumble in between. So the same way, make your plans and actions well. Inspired action, adventure, fearlessness, and impulsiveness. So be careful of that impulsiveness part, because over here, the Knight of Wands has a wand in his hand. Okay? This person is not 100% prepared for a battle. They are going on an adventure, more like a scout. Okay? Who's not going out for a battle, but more of an adventure of going and seeing until the horizon, or touching the edge, or not even touching the edge, more like, okay, exploring a little bit, like exploring the land, or exploring one's passion, energy, movement in the right direction. These two. Okay. Next card is 5 of Wands. So see, like I said, this person is not prepared for the battle. They don't have a sword in their hand. They have a wand in their hand, which means the impulsiveness can get you in trouble. Be careful of the choices that you make, because impulsiveness will get you into trouble. And this is not 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands means you will win those battles. Over here, the 5 of Wands shows up, which means fierce competition, rivalry. So whatever you're trying to do, there is fierce competition in it. You may face fierce competition from people, from situations, and situations of impulsiveness if you get yourself into. So that means pure trouble. 5 of Wands means it's heading towards defeat. Okay? If you're creating impulsive actions, that will lead to problems that you do not want to face, probably. So, conflict, disagreements, strife, and tension. Impulsive actions, strife, tension, disagreements, conflict. Do we understand? I hope. And then there is the special message for you as well. Okay. So, right. So, 7 of Wands and 5 of Wands shows up over here together. Now, Seven of Wands literally means that you have the means to maintain your position at least. If, okay, let's say conflict and disagreements and strife and tension will happen, but then you have position to maintain, you have enough means to maintain yourself. These conflicts will not take you completely down or will not take you down. Okay, it's a challenge. It's a in a way asking you to persevere and be prepared for defense and maintaining control of yourself. So there's your solution. Instead of Five of Wands, now if you put Five of Wands and Seven of Wands together, moving from the Knight of Wands, in your case, the King of Wands isn't there. So maybe you're being a little irresponsible in picking the battles that you want to fight and then the battles that you want to ignore. Okay, inner battles if you want to ignore, you'll keep running, you'll keep moving. You've been moving all your life, new chapter, new. So if you want to make this retrograde about another new, totally up to you. If you want to move towards the light and towards dawn and towards happier times, totally up to you. You're up for any challenge, that's also another story. So that's the Capricorn, the devil. It's always up for any challenge, looking for a fight, picking something that will allow them to do what they do best. Fight. Whether win or lose, that doesn't matter. Fight. So you're going through that fight phase again, but then know what you want. If you want to win this time, since this new chapter is there anyway, if you want to win this time in your life, at least be clear of what you want. Okay? Stop being a disappointment to yourself. That is first. Be clear of what you want from yourself and from people. Otherwise, these Eight of Cups and these disappointments will keep appearing again and again. These abandonment issues will not end if you keep going the way that you're going. If abandonment is what you enjoy, so see, this can keep on repeating till the end of your life. Or otherwise, make this the use of this Mercury retrograde, make this a proper new chapter in your life and see what really you want. You have the space to achieve it. Life is giving you an opportunity to achieve it, but that's the thing. When the transformation is happening, I'll bring the Death card back into the picture over here. A forced transformation is happening for everyone. This is doings of destiny that does not give two hoots about personal feelings. Some change has to occur. So change is occurring right now. You may be resisting change, but then resistance will not bring you much because you're not prepared for that battle. You cannot fight destiny as such. You cannot fight the greater forces in life. That's why the devil always got defeated by the god or the angels or the Archangel Michael or someone, right? So anyway, it's up to you now. Do you want to continue fighting unnecessary battles, or battles that you want to fight battles that actually bring you meaning and result and bringing a new chapter in your life that actually fulfills you? Totally up to you. You have the skills, you have the means to fight any battle that you want. Pick your battles wisely, my dear Capricorns. If you want me to explain any of these cards, please leave a message, a comment. Do like and subscribe. See if you want to send this message to someone, another Capricorn friend of yours. And if you like what you see, do leave a comment. Engage. Ask me questions. Okay. So, let this be reading for you, my Capricorns, and I hope this brought you some clarity, some answers to the burning questions that you have in your mind and heart going on. There is a lot going on that I see, but then, okay, seems like you're up to the challenge, which is good, which is really good. Now, we have my dear Pisces. Okay. Messages for Pisces during this Mercury retrograde, 16/8/2024. Yep, here we are. Answers to the burning questions that have been running in your head. Hopefully, probably. So the first card, moving from Death card, which is transformation forced by the universe on everyone at the moment. Your first card is Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, my Pisces friends. Seems like, okay, some nurturing is happening, some nurturing spirit. Pentacles means money as well, so nurturing investments probably as well. Be using practicality, providing financially, as in the universe is trying to provide you financially. Some financial gains are in cards. And it's like trying to take care of you from whatever it is that you've been going through. So it seems like you've been going through a lot with the transformation. It's not easy for anyone at the moment. But there is nurturing and resources mainly coming your way to uplift you and bring you back to where you see yourself. You want to see yourself. Next card is Seven of Pentacles. Now, Seven of Pentacles is long-term investments, long-term plans, long-term planning, looking at the resource that you already have, that you've collected, sowing the right seeds into the ground and making them grow. Okay, if you want a tree that gives you fruits year after year, you have to sow the seeds of a tree and let it grow. It takes time for it to grow, but then once it does, it gives you fruits every year. So start thinking in those terms of, if you're thinking of new projects, starting something, or even looking at your present profession and growing in there, be willing to do that. Make plans for that. It's a good time for it. Do the due diligence, make your plans in detail. That's how they will come to fruition. Okay. So, I understand. You may have been facing some losses with the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is about losses monetarily and sometimes emotionally. There is also inner poverty. So you may be feeling like, okay, poor inside, or not feeling benevolent, not feeling giving charity to people, feeling not giving time to people, feelings of isolation. So there's a lot of loss mindset going on, that you've lost something. But then the other two cards are reminding you over here that you still have a lot. Okay, this is another situation for another sign that I saw. And in your case, you seem to have a lot more than what you have lost. At the same time, there's a warning. So when Five of Pentacles appears, the warning is be careful of your investments right now. You want to hold on to your money. You do not want to spend it foolishly. And there may be challenges further up when it comes to money. So hold on to your investments. Make your next moves very carefully. Okay? Because there may be loss indicated. So be very careful of your next few days, next week or something. There is challenges when it comes to money related issues, because over here all the cards are money, and then the Five of Wands, which means some challenges. So I hope these cards connect to you. If you want me to explain any of these cards in more detail, let me know. Please do comment. If you want to ask a question, if you want me to elaborate on anything, if you would like to share something, and please do like, share, subscribe if you want regular updates. I hope you do. And I hope this reading resonates with you and brought you some clarity of the questions that you've been thinking of. Seems like some financial questions going on in your head, Pisces. Okay. Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. My Aquarians, the last sign of the zodiac. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Aquarius. Okay. Primary card after the death card for you, my Aquarians, is the Six of Pentacles. Now, Six of Pentacles is moving away from the death card. This is getting the spirit of giving. The transformation that you're going through is going to bring you good gifts, good things. The Six of Pentacles is benevolence. So somebody sees talents in you. They want to support things that you're doing. And they want to show you, share their wealth with you. Some generosity is coming your way. And I would recommend that you also become a little generous. Like, okay, donate 5%, 10% of whatever you earn for a good cause. Because the seeds you sow is what you grow. So start sowing those seeds. If you never know. You never know. So the universe is bringing you good things. Somebody sees talents in you. Somebody may just give you money to do things that you need to do, or at least provide you with the resources that you need to do what it is that you need to do. Okay. Next card. Wow, 6-6. Six of Cups. So this is a memory pattern. That means this is also patterns from the past. Some old friend, lover, or people from the past may be returning again, or patterns from the past may be repeating right now. But then that means it is a chance is being given for you to correct what was not right earlier, or maybe the thing that you didn't do right earlier. So you have a chance to correct yourself, correct the situation. There's familiarity, happy memories as well, reminiscing, mesmerizing childhood memories. Nostalgia, basically. So you may be looking at your past and looking at the patterns that are repeating from the past and trying to overcome them. Some of you may also even look at your childhood trauma and try to overcome from that, because that's also the time that is happening now for a lot of people. But there's a sense of familiarity. So there is someone or something that will remind you of the past and probably even connect you to the past a little bit in a good way. In a good way. And here we have the next card, the Hanged Man. So in a way, you already know what to do in this situation. You have thought of it before. This is something that you are afraid of doing, but then you know that it has to be done anyway. And in a way, it's a temporary pause that you've taken, thinking about it seriously, and then taking the action. Okay? So surrender, let go, and do what you need to do. What is needed to be done. Okay? If you've been given your resources to do what it is that you need to do, and you have the knowledge and understanding of what needs to be done, it's only about having the confidence and the enlightened perspective to doing or completing this passage, making this path, getting to the other end of this path. Okay. Though some sacrifices may have to be made, you may have to release a few things from the past also. So, yeah, there's a lot. That's why it feels fearful. Like there is a lot to let go of, and there is a lot to mend, and there is a lot still to be done. You know what needs to be done, but then it's about walking the path now. Yeah. So the challenges are not over. That's why the memory pattern. So things from your past is repeating. But you're being given resources to overcome what you couldn't overcome in the past. The challenges still remain, but that doesn't mean complete defeat. I would say over here, watch out for conflicts, try to not get into conflicts and disagreements. Okay? As long as there is a discussion, discussions have a conclusion. Okay? Only disagreements have no conclusion. Disagreements result into fights. You can sometimes respectfully agree to disagree. Okay, I understand your point of view. You can keep your point of view, but I have my point of view, and my point of view is also valid. But okay, we can just disagree peacefully sometimes. Okay, try to get to that level. Otherwise, it'll result in conflict and rivalry and tension and issues and problems. But then, since you already know what needs to be done, I don't have to tell you much. Aquarians are very smart, usually very smart. But then, instead of using cunningness and stubbornness this time, maybe use the enlightened self-interest. Do everything that needs to be done with a little more deeper insight and willingness to sacrifice a little bit. So if you have to sacrifice a little bit to gain something bigger, be willing to do that instead of getting into conflicts. Okay. If you want me to explain any of these cards in detail, please do comment, do like and subscribe and share with your friends, any Aquarians that you know or somebody that you want to get this message through to. Yeah, and this is your message for 16/8/2024. The answer to the burning question in your head. If this reading resonates with you, do let me know in the comments. I hope this helped. And now, like I said, I'll talk about the story of Siddhartha. So there's another version of Siddhartha, like in Gautama the Buddha, Siddhartha that we know. This story I'd read as a kid when I was some 14 or 16 or something. And in this story, we'll pick a card for the world as well now, since the first card that came death, and while I complete the story. So, as a kid, I had heard this story about a king who has no heir, as in to leave the throne to. He doesn't have a child. And he doesn't know what to do because he was a very just king. He had built a beautiful big kingdom. And he wanted to give this to somebody who responsible, who would not mess it up and would not torture the subjects, would not become a tyrant and stuff. So to find the just king, he found a method. He created a labyrinth or a path from the entrance of his kingdom or entrance of his palace to the throne. And along this path, he put everything that was desirable. There was desirable women, desirable food, desirable jewelry, desirable men, if in case women are looking at or listening to the story. So everything that people could desire, and he opened the kingdom to the challenge to everyone, like anyone who makes the entire path and sits on the throne can have the kingdom. That simple task. But then all these temptations in between, all of the temptations in between. He opened the gates to the challenge in the morning, and he was going to wait till sundown. That was the idea. Like, okay, anybody, as many people, and the palace was big. So people start coming by hundreds. But then everybody got distracted in the challenges or the temptations that were there. People who loved food, gluttony got into food. People who loved sex got into this garden of beautiful men and women. People who wanted gold, they started filling up they didn't want the kingdom. They didn't want the responsibility. They wanted everything else that comes from having that power of the king or the responsibility. So that's why they all kept getting distracted in all of these temptations. And the king was disappointed. Like, not one person in this kingdom, not one, who would want to rule and have everything. I mean, this is stupid, right? Because people are lost in these temptations. They could sit over here on the throne. Yes, they will have to take the responsibility. But then they have this, all of it, not one of these things. They could have all of it. The king was disappointed. He was waiting till sundown, and as they were about to close the gates, one boy walks in, 14, 15, not tainted by the temptations of the world yet. He just continued walking from all these things, looking left and right, like, okay, interesting, and came and sat down on the throne. This is also, now, once he got to the throne, of course, he had everything. Of course, he had to take the responsibility for it, but he would have the whole team, he would have everything taken care of, and he would have to just make the decisions. Just like the decision that he made to not get lost in the temptation and just come to the throne, the rule, the kingdom, everything that one could ask for. In similar way, choices is with everyone, with every single person in this world. Now, do you want to rule your own kingdom, or do you want to be lost in your temptations? You know temptations are temporary. But once you rule your kingdom, once you have everything that you so wanted to have, okay, things change, kingdoms fall, blah, blah, blah. But then you have everything for a greater amount of time. And you have the means to defend it too. This person who's collecting gold, once they go out, who knows? Somebody might be standing outside and snatching that away. This person who's busy in promiscuity, once the moment they leave, they leave. That's it. That stays over there. They might have had an experience, but then how long does that last? As long as lasts as the food in your belly lasts, basically. Unless there was, that's all that you wanted in life. Anyway, so try to get to what you really need to. That's what all the readings said so far. Like, okay, everybody has tasks to do, everybody has things to do, and they need to get them done. There is a new chapter in life for everyone, since the death has, death in transformation has death of the ego, death of situations, or so hard a transformation that destiny is making us do things. Look in the right direction. Looking at things that we've been ignoring, things that we have been appreciating wrong, and things that we've been disappreciating that you could be probably appreciating. Okay, so given that, let's pick a card for the entire world. What is the message? And close the session with that. I hope this reading finds all of us well. And here we are. So from death to the magician, which is the first card. Number 1 is absolute new beginning for the entire world. The whole world is shifting. It is changing. Although it is changing every day, but now major transformation is are gonna happen. This Lion's Gate portal meant something. It came after such a long time that we are all being shaken. Look at everything that you've been ignoring, all the things that you've been hiding, all the things that you've been hiding from, and all the things that you've been trying to hide away. All of that will come into light. It doesn't matter who you are. And new beginnings, new chapters, new horizons, opportunities, infinite possibilities. That is being given to everyone. But then depends on where do we want to take it. Like, do we really want to make this into a new chapter of your life? Or do you want to wait for another Mercury retrograde and another Lion's Gate and another this and another that? Totally up to you. It's good times, good times. Good times are coming. For you and for me, and I hope for everyone. I come back to you with another reading soon. I want to do world events reading or country readings for different situations going on in the world. Let's see. Let's start somewhere. For today, that's it. Namaste. I hope you have a good one.